My name is Surbhi Goyal and I have secured All India Rank 78 in this year's UPSC Civil Services Examination. So I have an engineering background from Maharaja Agrawal Institute of Technology, and thereafter I have given CAT where I secured 98.7 percentile. Since then I have been preparing for UPSC. This was my third attempt, and before that I could not clear prelims in the earlier two stages. So often we take the preconceived pathways where people say that you should be a doctor, engineer or an MBA graduate. So earlier I had taken engineering, but I was not very fond of it honestly. So many people suggested me that if you're good in studies you can go for CAT. So I prepared for it and I gave the exam, but when the results were not out, I was thinking that I really want to be a CAT or MBA graduate. So that's when I did some soul searching, and coincidentally the results of CAT were good. But I had to fight back a lot of people because people were saying that you're making a very big blunder by giving up CAT, and I had the call letter from IIM Calcutta also. But it was very, actually it was very risky, and I was always thinking have I made the wrong decision. But today I'm happy that yes, I've cleared, because I've always wanted to be an IFS officer and I'll be able to get that. So I think all turned out well. So in my initial attempts I had ignored the CSAT. I think it should not be ignored. And in my second attempt I had a little scare where I felt that maybe I couldn't clear it because of the CSAT, because my prelims marks from coaching keys were quite good. But later I came to know that I could not clear it because of GS by 1 marks. But anyway, I prepared for CSAT in my third attempt very well. So I prepared all the formulas for the maths section, which is very scoring I think. For the verbal section it's often tricky, and you can't rely on it in my opinion. Often we get the answers wrong of what we think what is right. So instead I relied on maths and LRDI section, and I just give 2-3 mocks for that, and I analyze the previous year questions, and I think that is sufficient. It should not be ignored completely, and that much is sufficient. I've also shared my notes on on my Telegram channel, so that can be helpful for students. So when I could not clear 2 prelims, I thought that what mistakes I have been doing, and I tried to improve my strategy in mainly 3 ways. Firstly, I tried to bring some confidence in myself, because in my first attempt I was having a very underconfident and anxious attitude. So the things I knew I was not able to even mark them correctly, like I marked B का D हो जाता था, and इस तरीके से. So I tried that okay, I'll believe in myself. And secondly, I tried to give myself some break and focus on my mental health. Like initially I was very much focused on studies, and I constantly used to study, and like I would say that in my third attempt I comparatively studied in a more balanced manner. Like I gave time for some enjoyments. I talked to my mother when I was free on the silliest of things, of any worries. But I watched some Netflix shows in a limited amount, and read some books, whatever I like to do. So that helps in keeping mental health in check. And third thing I did was, in my first attempt I was planning in a very haphazard manner. So I was just focusing on prelims throughout the year, which I think is not a very good strategy. So after my second prelims I was not able to clear. So I had one whole year again in front of me. So I thought that okay, now I'll start from the GS1 itself, and I'll prepare for mains, so that if I clear the prelims I'm already ready for mains. So I took the entire year as a very good opportunity, and I prepared for the entire mains, GS1, 2, 3, 4, essay also. So optional I prepared beforehand. So that helped me clear the exam in all the 3 stages together in the third attempt. So I had approached Khan sir for the interviews, and since my interview was on first day, I was very nervous and I was very underconfident about what I will do. And I've seen a lot of people, they are very confident, so I was like, nahi, I can't do it. But then first I had given the mock at KSG, so it was very good. It was like my first mock, and they were retired bureaucrats, so they gave me a very good score, though I thought that I had performed very poorly. So that was very encouraging for me, that okay, if they are saying that means I have something. And then I talked to Khan sir in the one-on-one session, and he was so supportive and encouraging. He told me that I look confident. I thought that I didn't, but the way he said it, I felt that I should feel confident, because if he is believing in me then I should also. And he said that you don't have to worry if it's on first day. Many people give on first day and they can also get good scores. So I just kept on remembering his words before the interview, and the interview was alright, but sir gave me a lot of confidence, and I also thanked him today for that.